Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo at Bird Street Studio. Gotta get a sip of my coffee before we start. I think I told you in the last video that I can't stand like in between making videos. The whole planning for the next video, that's not my thing. I kind of create on the fly. So I've added a lot to these signatures, a lot. Since we saw each other last. But today I thought we would sit and I would show you, and I've done a video on this a long time ago, just how I collage a frame around a page, which I love to do in my journals. It leaves journaling space, but does add a little bit of something, personality to the page. So I just grabbed some papers that I had in my scraps, and I thought I'd show you how I get started. Now this is, other than ripping these into little squares, this is really basically how I collage my glue book, my math glue book. But anyways, so what I do normally is I go through the pages and I'm looking for a blank page. But what I really want is, like, this is blank, but I've already added something here which you haven't seen. Excuse me, but here's a blank page. I think that's going to be our best bet right now. So in this one, I'm gonna pull this out and put this up so I know where it goes, and I'll put it aside and bring my glue book over. And I normally rip these into like squares or thereabouts, something like that. You can do it with a ruler if you feel so inclined, especially if you want to measure them for some reason. It's just as easy just to tear them, but and then I tend to make piles of whatever paper I tore. I make a pile of that. And like, say this one is a different paper. So then I would make a different pile of that. Because they are different shades, I don't know if I'm in camera here. They are different shades. Let's see, we have, let's do one of these. And I think what I'll do is just show you how I get started. And then I will continue it on my own and come back and show you the results. And I'm not measuring these in any way, shape, or form, really. Well, you don't want to do 4 at a time, that's for sure. 2 rips really pretty good. If you hold it down tight enough. Whoa. And I could leave them long if I wanted to, but I don't know. I kind of like the effect of really alternating the different papers more often, but that's just me. You can do it however you like. Okay, so I'm going to just start like this, and then we'll rip as we need. But basically, I just keep the paper out And what I want to do is I want to make a frame on this page, and I want to make a frame on this page. So I just start and I do my corners. Am I in camera here? Maybe I need to put these off to the side so I can stay in camera here. Okay. And I tend to pick the same design paper. And I'll show you something that I do. So this one is kind of going up and down. So this one corner will go horizontal. It's just me. You don't have to, don't think twice about that. It's just me. So therefore, this one would go horizontal as well. And this one would go vertical. And you can do one side at a time if you want, or just one side. I tend to go ahead and do both. So I hope everybody's doing well today. We are finally warming up. I don't know what the temperature is because I tape on my phone. So it's up there. So I don't know what the weather is. But it was warm. I went out and was picking up dog doo-doo outside and piddling with the pool. And it was very warm. The water's cold though. I've thought about maybe doing a heater in my pool, but I don't know that I really want to do that. I almost think that I might want to change to a saltwater pool, but I'm not sure. Okay, so then I'm going to pick up a different kind of paper and we're going to add to that, to what we did. Looks like I'm a piece shy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, I did this one. 1. Oh my heck, Tommy. 2. 3. 4, and we need to fill in right here. No problemo. Perfect. So you see how this is going. So I'm going to finish this up and then I will pick the other 2 signatures and pick pages out and do those as well. And then I'll come back and show you the finished pages. Okay, I'm back. And we finished the collaging. I want to show you how that came out. Okay, in this one, I collaged these pages. So when you open this up, this is what you'll see here next to each other. And I think that's really cool. And in this one, we collaged, oh dear. Oh, this one had actually a lot of blue, kind of green around the outside. So I collaged the outside to cover up some of that, and it left that in the middle, and I love it. Cool, huh? Pretty nice. I used to do this in all of my journals, and I'll probably bring it back because I love doing it, and I love the effect it gives for blank pages. And this one is like this. So when you open this up, this is a double pocket, which is a page that I added when you weren't looking. and this is what's on the other side. So I love it. So the next thing I wanted to do was, let me put these aside. I have in my, in my collection of bee stuff, I have all of this stuff. This is a stencil I was using, but I have all of this stuff. This is the scraps. These are a couple of tags I thought I could use in there. Papers, when I thought I might do an extra signature. These are scraps. And so I didn't know how much of this all I could use up or keep to do another journal maybe next year or something. But one of the things I did have is this ephemera is still left in my box. And so I thought I would look at it, see what we have already made, put this aside, and see if there's places that we could use any of this. So these are tags. This is that wraparound pocket that, isn't it? Yeah, it's the wraparound pocket that I thought we could use. This is a tag with a pocket. And this is a horizontal belly band. This is a notepad that I made out of some scraps, and I thought that was kind of cool with a vellum top. This I had in there and I wasn't really sure what to do with it, so we need to figure out that. These are some pieces that I cut out from the paper. This is pockets, tags, and these have bees on them. And I thought they could hang off a tab, but we haven't made any tabs. So what I wanted to do is see, I probably want to make another couple of horizontal belly bands, but let me see what let me look through this real quick. I'm sure there's stuff in here I've added that you have not seen, but let me just see. We could put a belly band there. This is good journaling space, so I don't want to do that. You could put one there. But I have to make, just make a decision is what I need to do, and that's really hard for me. But I think I want to do that. I think I want to put a belly band, a horizontal belly band. I don't want to put it on this page because it would look pretty on this page, but I want to leave that for journaling. And I thought if I put this here, that would kind of decorate. So if I put that there, what could I put down inside of it? Well, we have tags. We could do that. This is a double tag. That would be kind of cool. But either way, I want to go ahead and put this in. So I'm going to try to use my tacky glue. I usually use like Bearly Art or Art Glitter Glue, but let's try our tacky glue and see if that will hold. And that would, see if that's the only thing we need. Let's see. Because this is all full. This has got something here with a tag in it. Okay, good. Journaling card with a tag. Okay, horizontal belly band. This is full. And then this is our back. So I think that's what we need in here. We just need this. Now, tacky glue is not a quick drying glue, so it may take a while for it to dry. But I do know that if we put this in here somewhere, we need to make some tall, skinny tags to go in here. So we could actually put that in here and then put a couple tall, skinny tags in there. So we don't have tall, skinny tags. And what did I, oh, here we go. But what I do have, and you've seen these are offcuts from when I worked. I just quit my job. I worked in copy and print for many years. When I moved down here, I retired, but I couldn't stand it. After a year, I needed to get out and do something. So I went and applied for a job at Staples because they have a copy center, and I worked there for about 8 years. Oh, that would be perfect, huh? We have some that are a little wider. Anyways, I worked at Staples for about 8 years, and I just retired. I think this size will work good. So we're going to need 2 of them. Perfect. And then we want to cut them down. I need my cutter. And we want to cut them down to about maybe this length. So I'm going to put a little thumb gouge in there because we're going to put a tab on the top. Can I see that thumb gouge? Yes. Oh, it has to go up. So about there. Okay. And these I'll save because I'll make little journaling cards out of them. Or clusters or something. Okay. And then these, if we decorate them, should fit right in there, and we can put a little tab on the top. I love it. Okay, so to decorate them, we have extra papers. Ooh, that would be kind of nice, huh? That and some sort of a design. I like it. We're going to use this paper up. We like it. Okay. Oh, that side's kind of nice too. But anyways, I want to use this side. I want it to be plain. So I'm going to just glue it onto here, and I'm going to use my glue stick. These are all digital, so I can reprint whatever I want. It's like you don't have to be real stingy about your paper because you can print it whenever you want. And then we can get another one on right there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And that will leave them, they're colored, but they're plain for decorating. Okay, we want to cut those out. I'm just going to use my scissors. You know, it's funny, I normally don't have a pre-made ephemera. I would say normally. The last few years when I started doing journals, I made ephemera as I went. Like as I was creating a journal, I was making ephemera to go in it. And then I started doing challenges when I could. I never put any stress on myself to do a challenge, so I participate when I can. There's no commitment. I can't make a heavy commitment because I haven't figured that all out yet, like how you do that, because I create on the go. But anyways, I was doing challenges and I was starting to accumulate some ephemera. So then when I started doing Rachel's Roxy's Weekly Challenge, which I started last year, I started, when she would do a project, if I had a journal in mind, like I had a couple of them, then I would gear the, oh, look at that. I'll bet we could use that rest of that paper and put backs on too. Look at that. Yep. So anyways, I would gear the pieces that I made to whatever the project is. And I could decorate it because I knew what it was going to do. And that's how I accumulated a lot of the ephemera for this bee journal, is because that's what I did. As she was making something, I said, oh, I have a bee journal, so I'll decorate it to match the bee journal. And that's how I accumulated a lot of this ephemera, and it worked out really well. And this journal has gone really fast. I mean, it used to take me weeks and weeks to create a journal, and this one has taken me, so far we're in about a week and a half, and it'll take me another week or so to do the cover and all of that. So that's like half the time, which is kind of cool because it leaves it open for me to be able to create more different things. Oh, look at that. I love it. Okay, I did use a paper that I had folded, so there's a little fold there. Oh, you don't even notice. Okay, let's do this one the same way, I think. So anyways, it was really helpful to do like mass make. I don't have the place, I think in Defemember, Barbara and Louisa introduced compartmentalized making. And it seemed to me, just to me, that what that entailed was making little pieces of things that you could then incorporate into ephemera later. But it would require, to me it seemed, that it would require a lot more little like storage spaces, because you have to store all the little pieces that you make. And I don't have the space for that. So that compartmentalized making would not work for me. Mass making does work for me if I already have journals in mind, or if I don't decorate, if I just make bases like tag bases, journal card bases, or, you know, pockets or belly bands. If this was going to be a horizontal belly band, I would just leave it like that. I wouldn't decorate it because I could use this for a bee journal, even though it came off bee paper, but I could use it for anything else, some sort of a floral or a botanical. So I just wouldn't decorate it. In that case, a mass make would work for me. Okay, so we've got one. What did I do with my other one? And two. Love them, love them. Okay. So now, in order to make them tags, we want to cut them into tags, which means we're going to use my handy dandy tag template, which I told you I didn't have for years. And I'm so glad I have it now. Could make it like that, or we could make it a little, I think maybe we'll make them like this one. And there are 4 different size cuts that I just cut the edges of the card off. There was no rhyme or reason to that. Just I cut a little one and I thought, oh, I need to cut one a little bigger or a little. Oh, I like that. Okay. We like it. This looks like that would be the right side up. So anyways, so I finally did cut one of these, and I have to tell you, I love it. I love this. It's one of the best things I ever did. Okay, so now we get to decorate, which is the fun part. And I'm going to look through here and see what we have that we could put on this. Look at that piece right there, would be good, huh? Let's see. Oh, look how pretty that would be, huh? Oh, but that's like a whole sheet. Let's see what we have in here. That's already cut out, already made. Too wide. A lot of these are just pretty wide. So I think I might want to, oh, you know what we could do? One of them could have like these hearts that go straight up like this. We could use those. This one I put glossy accents on, so it's really bright. Oh, look at this one. I like those. But look at what I have. I have this piece of, so I might need to put on there somewhere. But anyways, this one I think will be cute. So there's this one, and we'll add to it. But for now, we'll do that. This one, I think I might need to cut some things out. I love these little squares. They act as really good collage ephemera kind of pieces. Pretty cool. There's a ticket. We need like some sort of word or something to go across there, I think. Like to go right across, like right in there. Oh yeah, I like that. But we need a word. We need a word. And I don't have, oh, you know what? I do have words in here, I think. I thought I had a piece of something that had words on it. Yes. Look here. Oh, I like that. Gotta be me. Be creative. I like that too. I like this gotta be me. I think I want that. Wow, these are skinny. Skinny, skinny, skinny. I'm just doing this in that wild honey or whatever, little yellow. Oh yeah, I like that. Gotta be me. I like it. Okay. So this one we can go ahead and glue. So we're gonna put this about halfway down, somewhere around there. Give or take. I think that'll take it up a little further than it was, but that's okay. If we put it right about there. Okay, and then this one, we want to, I think I want to do vintage photo. And it's got a little bit of espresso on my dauber, so. And I'm gonna kind of fold it and make it look a little bent up. That'll work there. We'll put that right there. We like it. And it is a firmer, so I'm going to use tacky glue. It's like a piece of cardstock, or it's definitely at least a 60-pound paper. So love it. We're going to do the same, just dress this in the same. And we'll use tacky glue for that as well. Oh, but we need to put this down first. Okay, I need to see where this has to go. This is going to go just over this. And this one is going to go, I guess, right up to that edge. So okay. Glue stick for paper, easy enough. I have to figure out this glue stuff. I did buy some PVA glue because Amy at Crafty Cat uses that. And I had some before and I used it up and I loved it. But then everybody goes, buy art glitter glue, buy Bearly art glue, buy, I don't know. You know, and I jump on the bandwagon of everything that anybody says is great. So, you know, I've tried it all. I do know that the art glitter glue worked really well for me. And then somehow it got watered down. Like, I know they they don't ship it during certain times. I think because it gets loose, and I don't know if that's what happened, but I ended up just taking the rest that I had, and I still have actually another bottle over there, and I'm afraid to open it. But I took what I had and mixed it with my my tacky glue. Ooh, I love it. Gotta be me. So there's one tag, and one thing I like to do with the bottom of my tags is round the corners. Perfect, and it's writing on the back. We will put a topper on there, but just not yet. I want to decorate the other one first, and then we'll do the toppers. So there's one. Look at that. How cool is that? Okay, so we want to do the other one. And where did I put it? Okay, I found our tag. It was in the stuff that I threw over there. And I was almost decorating it, and I realized I hadn't turned the camera on. So I found also these pieces, and I wanted to show you too that I had this sheet. This one was in there, and that's as far as I got before I decided to turn the camera on. These are from the makingcreating.com or the Digital Art Club, and this is from the Clip Art Corner. So I belong to both, and I have lifetime membership. And so, like, this is a download right here, just this one sheet. And I had this, and I thought, I want to go ahead and put this bee on here. But what I wanted to do was, again, show you what I often do. E51, yes. I take a marker, and I will oftentimes just go around the edge of something, so I don't have to fussy cut. I kiss cut most of my items, and if they have a kind of a cream outline, I can't remember who does their digitals like that, and they put an outline on them, and it makes it kind of nice. But I like to put my own on, because this color could change that I go around with depending on what the image is. And usually if somebody adds it to their digital, that's it. They've added it, and you can't change the color. Normally, if I'm doing like an off-white or something, I will use this. These are my Copic markers, and this is E51, and it's called Milky White, and it's really a cream color. And that way, when I go to cut, I don't have to cut close. I mean, I don't have to fussy cut. I can just kiss cut this, and it has a cream edge on it. And then I can distress it or not distress it. That's up to me, depending on what I'm doing. And what it allows as well is, see these antennae right here? I struggle with those on moths and moths and butterflies. But if you outline this cream color, you can just keep them on and just cut around them like that. And I think that looks fine. They don't have the same antennae that a butterfly or a moth might have. It's more like a moth. I intermix my moths, and I mean, there's some that definitely look like a moth. They almost look dangerous. There are some moths, like Louise Heinzel does a moth grouping in her digitals that I love, and I bought it. And you can kind of intermix those as butterflies, moths, kind of. I love them. And so I will oftentimes just use the antennae for both the butterflies or for those moths or whatever. So here we go. So we were able to outline the bee, and so now it's not that stark white. which I love. So when you put it on here, see, it blends right in. I'm not even going to distress it, but I want to put something else there, and I don't know if I want another bee, if I want a flower, if I want... if I just want like a cluster. I just don't know. So let's look at what we have here. I just don't know. I just don't know. Kind of like this if I cut this out. This little ticket, this little ticky ticket. Oh, that's another thing we need to do. I'm not sure if I did a video on it or not, like how I create my own tickets. A lot of people have done it, but I thought I would do it for you guys. They're so easy and so versatile the way I do them. Okay, I think we need just a little cluster on here. Kind of liking that. And we may get down Louise says yummy rusty numbers. Ooh, what's that? It's kind of cool. Well, 2025, it's past that. Oh, that's a round one. That's kind of cool. You know what? Oh, no, that's too wide. Oh, that one's too wide, too. Gosh darn it. I thought that would be cool if we put something in there. Oh, wait. I'm seeing some... Oh, here's a smaller one. Oh, here's a smaller one. Let's do that. We'll put that on there. And then... I know that when Louisa does numbers and that, she does numbers that mean something to her, so I'm always trying to guess. What could that possibly... Was that somebody's birthday? Is that a special day for her for something? That's just me and my nosiness, I guess. So I'm kind of trying to stick with these, but I don't need to. I could change it up. I could do green. I could do blue. Look at this one, this 20. I think I kind of like that cluster like that. What do y'all think? Like one of these little tags. Okay, I think that's how I want to go. And now we need to find a saying that will fit in that little thing that says be creative. That would fit. Let it be. That would fit. I like that. Time to be. I really do like that. Okay. Now what I do want to do though is I want to put a little gold. I don't know if I can do it with that or if I can maybe do it with, let me see what color this is. Oh yeah, that colors it in. That works. Okay, I like it. Just took that white dot off there. And I think I'm going to move it up a little bit, and we're going to use our tacky glue. And Mitzi always uses her, these, and I always forget that I have those. I always forget that I have these little tweezers to hold this, and then I end up with glue all over my fingers. And you'd think I would learn because I watch Mitzi a lot. That's Mitzi at, I think it's 407 Junk Journals or whatever. And she always uses her tweezers. And she also does this, which is kind of interesting. She dots off her glue so it's not all gobbed on there. I don't know. Also makes it easier to put your piece down without, you know, to kind of figure out where you're going to put it. I love it. Okay, so we need to do, let's see how we put this. So we need to put our 20 on there first. I don't know why it doesn't just flow like it should. I love this. Okay. So now I'm going to leave these right here. So now we want to distress this tag as well. Oh, we need to trim the bottom off. We want to round the bottom. Okay. Okay, so then we have this one. We need to distress the back as well. These are really cute. Okay, and we need toppers for those. So I think I have tags that will work. Geez, I have a wide variety of tabs in here, like orange and white, and oh, that would be good there. I have a brown one. Look, we got yellow glittery. That would be kind of cool too. I think I have another. Here's yellow polka dot. Kind of like this yellow glittery, but I also like the brown. These are ones that I've pre-cut for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Well, that one's kind of cool. I like this one. That must have been a double-sided paper. Look, it's got like gold on there, which I normally love, but I think I like this one here. Okay. Let's go ahead and distress this on both sides. And we'll do the same to this one. Okay, and then this one's going to go on here. Maybe this one should go on here because of this. Let's see what we think. I think I like it like that. I think I like it backwards. Okay, let's go ahead and... I'm using the Bearly Art, and I'll tell you why. This is so funny. I'm too impatient to wait for the tacky glue to go down to the, if I turn it upside down. And this is like instantaneous. I have no patience. Of course, if you've watched me long enough, you know that I am kind of an impatient person. Okay, I love that. Put that one right there. And we'll put this one in the front. Right here, right? And we can actually just set that like that, right up through the bottom. Look, you can journal on this. We could put it all right in here, but then it covers up this. But that's not a bad idea, but you can slide it right up like this as well. Although it might try to come open. So either way, it works on both sides. Just stick it in here, and I'm not going to glue it together because I like the idea that you could journal on that. Okay, let's see where we're at in here. There's our center page. I think we need something, a little something on here, but I'm not sure what. Maybe a little, what do we have over here? This might be a good place for this. What do you think? I think I like that idea. So if I'm going to put this on here, I want to glue it here and here. And then on this side, gosh, we could even leave that as a flip, huh? Okay, so if I do that, then let's do that. I want to put a little tiny line of glue right along here. And that way we can leave this as a flip open, right? So then, now I've got it on all three sides, like this. Okay, and then in here, we can actually, oh, you know what? We could put, because we've got a place in the back here. And then we have a place in the front for it's another pocket because I didn't do the top. Okay, perfect. And then we want to maybe put something on here. right? Put something right on there. We've got it. Oh, you know what? There was a really pretty one that I liked. Like that one would be good, but there was a pretty one. Oh, here we go. I love this one. There's a green one too that might be pretty on there. Oh yes, I love that. How easy was that? Okay, let's just distress. And I am using Vintage Photo. And this is perfect because it matches kind of the green around the outside. Oh yes, I love that. And you could make it a little pocket if you want. A little additional pocket. Let me see what I have for cardstock. I think I like that. But let's use this end. Okay, and we want our corner rounder. Oh, I love it. So now we can actually make that a pocket because it's firmer. So we just need our, this right here. You could make it a little belly band too, but let's make it a pocket. This is why I have to make the covers last, because I just keep adding stuff to my journals. Okay. Oh, we could do that and then put something on the end of that. And also, we have all these little papers that we could stick in here. This one just needs to be trimmed a little bit. And these are all opportunities for journaling. Anytime you put little tucked papers or something in there, it's a journaling opportunity. I love it. Now I'll go through and maybe before we come back, when we do the covers, I will put things in the tags if I feel they are necessary. Oh, we need to put something on this side. And this is our flip up. So I'm thinking that on this one, I might want to just not put a pocket, but just put something on there to decorate it. Let's do that. And then we'll put something in the pocket. Let's use our glue stick for this one because it's paper on paper. See, this journal is going to be one I'm going to have trouble parting with it if I put it in my Etsy shop. The last few journals that I've made, I really have fallen in love with. Okay, so now we need to put something in here. Will that fit in there? Oh my gosh, look at that. That fits in there. Perfect. And then we have a place here for a tag. Oh, this one's full. I love it. Okay, look at this. Okay, so let's do a real quick flip. This looks beautiful just like this. I need to put a little bit of glue right here before I move on to the next signature to see what that one needs. Okay. I can't tell you how much I love. Every time I flip through and I see this page, I love it. This one's full, and I will decide if I need toppers for those. That's done. Done, done. Our collage page, I love. Here we put our belly band on. We've got this. Perfect. We've got our two tags. I stenciled this. This journal is so cool. A lot of little things in here. This is full. This is full. Ta-da, 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 and ta-da. Okay, I think this signature is good. I'll just make decisions whether I want to put toppers on the tags that are in there. And this is a really full signature. For a lot of people, this would just be a journal itself. But we're going to have 3 of these babies. Now, let's see how far we are. Okay, I think I'm going to call that a video. I know it's a little haphazard, but that's because I like to work on things off camera when I can, just to keep it moving along. I am going to keep my tweezers right here. Mitzi, thank you. Maybe. And we still have a couple of extra pieces. What I'll do is while you're gone, and I'm still here, I will look through the other signatures and see if I need to make stuff. If it's something that I can make off camera, I will do that and just show you when I come back. But if it's something that I feel like it would be worth doing on camera, I'll do that as well. So thank you so much for watching. We are nearing the end of this journal. After we get everything in it, then we just have to make our cover, which you know how that goes. That could take me a week just to think about it. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I surely appreciate you all so much. If you could, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share the video if you know of anybody that's you think would be interested in our content here in our channel. Every little bit helps. I will try to... I have not been great about adding stuff to my Amazon shop that I use in the videos, but I will try to do that and keep that more up to date. That's one of the things I have in my list that I have to work on. I tend to copy over the 3 or 4 things that I use all the time, even if I didn't necessarily use them in this video, but I will try to get better about that. So thank you so much for being patient with me. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.